Hello my friends, it's Baldridge again and it's a new episode of Let's Linux. We call this one Rofi Setup. Because I really want to get started with this Rofi program, which is a great program to use to display menus. Maybe we should switch this to the gruvbox color theme. Okay, so we have a lot of things to do actually, but what I want to do is fix this polybar so it looks acceptable. Right now it just looks a bit broken. We have like part of our own style, part the default, these colors aren't perfect and whatever. And I really want to add some icons to this polybar. And I thought, yeah, to do that, the best way is to use a rofi menu to pick some font icons and stuff, but then we have to start with rofi. And rofi itself, yeah, let's first start with what is rofi. In the default i3 configuration file, there is a key binding. I think the default one is mod plus D, but we have changed it here to super R. If I run that or execute this key binding, we see this Dmenu here. Dmenu run is actually, which displays a list with applications or programs we can run. It's both like shell programs, terminal programs and whatever, and scripts and all kinds of stuff in here. And we can filter this list by typing and then just hitting enter to launch one of those programs. And that's Dmenu, and that's what that program does. It just displays a list like that. You can customize Dmenu a bit, but you have to do it with command line parameters, which can be really tedious. You have to put in the parameters every time if you don't make some super alias or function to whatever. There is a much cooler launcher menu that's called Rofi. Let's look at that. Whoops. Rofi, show, and then the mode. And we want to show the run mode here now. If I reload this and hits super R, now we get this list, and it's basically the same thing. It's a list of applications. You can filter the list, but this one has fuzzy matching by default. And this, as you can see, it looks a bit different. We have a window in the middle of the screen with, yeah, you can see the difference. And this is the default rofi theme that we get when we just run it like this. You can also, I can just show you that quick, you can run it with the drun mode instead. There are some built-in modes to Rofi. If I reload this, it's quite similar, but this one you get a little explanation, and I think it only lists graphical applications with this, with the drun. So that's more usable in a way, but you get this long description of all programs also, which isn't so suitable when you have the menu in the Dmenu style. Okay, but if we want to change appearance of Rofi, we could use our good old X resources that we have been using. But it's a bit limited to what you can do to Rofi in X resources. And before I made this video, I researched a bit and I got kind of stuck. I really wanted to use, we'll come to it later, and it all ended up in me getting hold of the developers of Rofi and ask them some questions. And they told me that they will actually drop support for X resources. So let's use the way that the developers want us to use to style this, and it's actually a much better way. This might sound counterproductive now that we spent 3 videos in setting up X resources, but we will still use, this will always be the base from where we get our styling definitions, such as colors and fonts. Stay with me. I hope this video will you will learn something, because I will show some stuff I haven't seen videos about. There are many videos about rofi and things, but not so many about how to, or no videos at least, how to use the new theme engine and how to use my favorite rofi mode, which is Dmenu mode. Okay. So this is a default theme. Rofi, when you install it, it comes with a bunch of themes that you can find at this in this folder, and it's as you can see, root folder usr share rofi themes. Here is the list of installed themes. And to use a theme, you simply just add the theme option, and then you enter the name of a theme here. We can take C64, because who doesn't like C64s, right? And you just need to enter the name. You don't have to put this .rasi part of the theme name. I save this, I reload it, and now we get, well, this is just weird because these colors, I am an old school guy. I used C64 a lot, and these colors are not the real C64 colors. I just know that by looking at them, or maybe whatever. But as you can see, a different theme. And if we would run Dmenu, which is another theme here, this might be confusing since we use the program name Dmenu. But they are very similar in functionality, rofi and Dmenu. But rofi has much more features and is much more customizable than Dmenu. This is how rofi looks like with the Dmenu theme. And I actually like this Dmenu theme the most of all the themes, because I think it's much better to have the menu like a bar. It doesn't cover the screen. Maybe you want to know what's on the screen when you're searching for stuff with your rofi. Let's see some other monokai. So try that. Here we can see another theme, and this has transparency, and I think you get the idea. You can customize the appearance of rofi in so many ways. I wonder if this paper theme has icons. I have never tried, because also the new rofi version, it supports application icons, but I can't get it to work right now. Whatever. Okay, but these are built-in themes, but they are, the format the themes are written in is very good. It's very easy to understand, edit, and create your own themes. But as you can see here, we are now outside our home folder, and you shouldn't touch these files. Let them be as they are. But the rofi, it looks for themes in a folder, in your config folder, you know, in your home folder. So what we can do is we could either copy all these themes, or we could choose some of them to work with to that folder. So let's do this. We need a sudo here since we are outside the home folder. And then I will copy this Dmenu. cp Dmenu, and we copy that to .config /rofi/ we call this file dmenu.rasi. Oops, now rasi. So I renamed the file also to bmenu from Dmenu. You will see why soon. And rasi. It's not super important, this or it's quite important that the extension is right. Dmenu, and here's the folder. If this folder doesn't exist, you need to create it first. It will prompt me for the password since we are doing a sudo, and then we can browse to that folder .config/rofi. I already have another theme here that I'm using, but whatever. But if we look here now with the long list here, ls-l, we can see that root is the owner of Dmenu here, because we just copied it from there. And it's a good idea to change this to your username instead. Otherwise you need to enter a password every time you edit it. So to change ownership, you use sudo chown change owner, and the owner is me, Bud, and the file is bmenu.rasi. Now we can see, I think the second field here is the creator of the file. I'm not 100%, but I think so. And now when we have Dmenu in this folder, in the home folder .config/rofi, then we could also enter those themes from here. Dmenu. This would just look like that old Dmenu, like this, but it's actually from the Dmenu. We can also look at my custom one-liner here. It's very similar to the Dmenu, I think. Just to show you, here's what that looks like. Okay. So we have our custom theme here now, but we haven't customized it at all. We can open it up in Sublime. This is how the theme files look like. Within these curly brackets, they are everywhere in the theme file, is kind of a section. And this first section with a star, that's the global section. So if I define background color in the global section, that means that all other sections will have that background color. If it isn't, like here, a selected element in the Dmenu. Let's select Dmenu as our theme again. Here, if I run Dmenu now, we can see our background color is black, border color white, text color white, and the font is Times New Roman. But selected items have a steel blue background color. And as you can see, you can write the colors with their name, or you can use hexadecimal values. I think you can. There are even more ways to define colors. But if I enter red here, and now when I launch the menu, it's red, but the selected one is the steel blue. So it's very easy to customize it. But and I think one of the benefits with Rofi is that you can have different themes for different menus. Sometimes this menu is perfect, you know, for this kind of menu with small names like this, short names, then it's perfect with a one-line menu like this. But some menus you have a long files, like maybe they are URLs or something. Then it's better with that other window kind of menu. And you can even make a full screen menu. Maybe you want a menu at the bottom, and you can, whatever. It can be nice to have different themes to switch bit depending on what you are displaying in the menu. But if we would create here more RASI files, and we load a theme from X resources, and we want the same colors in all our Rofi themes, then we would have to go in and change the colors independently for every file, and for every global section in particular, but also at places like this if we want to change that. And that's what we're gonna do in this little video series here about Rofi, how to use the values from X resources and put them into a global RASI file that all other themes will get their values from. But I think we make a break here. Now we have looked at the file structure. We have looked a little bit about how this theme file looks like. And in the next video, we will use, yeah, just what I said, you know, whatever. I say thank you for watching. I see you in the next video.